morning to each and every one. Thank you so much for joining the award-winning show, awarded by yours truly, David Squeezaniki. And of course, we're here jumping into things, and the show is about personal injury. That means if you get mashed up in a car accident, you drop off of the construction ladder, all right, whatever, you get mashed up, you need only one man because you got one chance. There's only one choice. That choice happens to be the case handler. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have heard it. You hear it every single hour, pretty much from 6 a.m. until like 7 p.m. every day. You hear something about this man, whether it's 60 seconds, whether it's a 5 minute segment, whether it's a 15-minute segment. It's about an attorney speaking with David Aniki about accidents. Now, why would we create a show to speak about accidents? Well, I'm going to let the attorney answer that question. His name is Adam Handler. Welcome to Cruising with the Case Handler, ladies and gentlemen. Happy holidays. Adam.
Hey, brother. Good morning to you. Thank you so much for that introduction. It looks like you're in a nice warm spot. Good for you, brother. Award-winning?
Yeah. That's my award. I'm giving you the award, man.
Well, you're giving the award.
I'm giving you the award. You're my award.
I don't know what would it be, an Oscar? What award would that be? It would be like a radio Emmy or something.
No, it's a Squeeze Award, man.
Squeeze Award. Okay, very good. That's probably as coveted as a Dundee if you watch The Office. So, but ladies and gentlemen, all kidding aside, my name is Adam Handler. Of course, I am your case handler, the longest running, most celebrated, most successful injury attorney on this radio station. Period. Facts.
Boom.
Been doing it since September of 2005, and together we have done some exceptional things together. You folks have embraced me. I, of course, have embraced you back. And we're happy to give this information out just to let you know that we're out there if, God forbid, you need me. We are not going to come up to you at the scene of the accident. We are not going to come up to you in the emergency room. We are not going to have people slipping you business cards to use our practice. If you want me to be your attorney, you got to link me, and you got to be able to know how to reach me. You can either reach me on the phone, of course, 844-774-3529. You can link me on Facebook, The Case Handler, Instagram, The Case Handler. You can Google The Case Handler every day. Somebody's Googling me. And the reason why I know that is because Google sends you an alert every month showing how many people have looked up your number, how many people have asked for directions, how many people have checked out your website, how many people have shared information that you have shared. And it's the numbers are staggering. It's in the thousands and thousands. So we have a wonderful community out there that we've established and created and fostered. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here for you. And of course, regardless of your immigration status. So good morning to you, Squeeze. Let's get this party started. As you said, there's a lot of things we got to get to. We're putting the final touches on the best year that the Case Handler team has ever put together. The best year, I was saying this to Nico yesterday, the best year that Case Handler clients have ever experienced. I mean, I think we're almost at 26 million. It's ridiculous. 26 million recovered for Case Handler clients. And that's due to several factors. The easiest factor to point to is the fact that the courts are now fully open. They're still lagged, they're still backed up, but they're open. That was not the case last year. And once you can start trying cases, once you can start bringing cases to trial in front of a jury and keeping those insurance companies honest, they know they got to pay one way or another, whether it's paying a high number on a settlement or whether it's, playing with fire and letting me take that verdict and then banging them for probably 4 or 5 times what they probably could have settled it for. So the sense of urgency that they need to start moving these cases is back. And that's why we're able to do it. Last year was tough because the courts weren't closed. So I could say, I wasn't able to say, F you, pay me, or we're going to trial. They'd be like, all right, well, there's no trial. So you can wait until 2022. Now we got to 2022 and the insurance company's like, well, remember You mute me, man. You mute me. It's a funny game that we play. But you want an attorney that's aggressive. You want an attorney that's successful. You want an attorney that's passionate, and you want an attorney that treats you like family. And that's who we are here at Paul Gazik DeSico, specifically the case handler team for injury.
I tell you what, right now, Adam, give me a minute and 30 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, tuning in to, of course, Cruising with a Case Handler show on 93.5 FM and many other radio stations. Thanks to all the radio stations around town, carrying this feed. Thank you so much for taking the opportunity to carry the feed. But we also want to say thanks to the people who are on the social media. Maybe you're watching this in retrospect. Maybe you're watching it live. I kid you not. God forbid you ever get hurt. You need only one attorney. I don't care what the next broadcaster coming after me says. Okay. Cool broadcaster. One of the coolest. All right. I don't care what the broadcasters in the afternoon says. Cool broadcasters. I don't care what, the guy before me said, the guy after me, around me. They're all great people. But I'm quite sure if you're in a bar having a drink with them, they'll privately tell you, Adam is really, truly the best attorney out there on the station. And I'm saying that to you so that you can go and actually do your own homework. Go on Google and Google The Case Handler or Adam Handler. All right. And I'm also imploring you right now. I got 30 seconds left before I hand it to Adam, where he's going to give you, I'm quite sure, a true success story. I am imploring you right now, whatever you're doing, stop what you're doing. Yes, we know we don't want accidents to happen to us. But as long as you're a living person, you're a human being, accidents are going to happen. We are in automobiles, we're in trucks, we're walking on the sidewalk, we're in supermarkets, we're in buildings. We have people that work in the construction field. You've got people in nursing homes. Store this number. You never know when you're going to need it. You will not need it right this second, but I am quite sure a friend, a family member, or even a foe will need this number. So you can prove to Adam and myself that you're actually storing the number by dialing it now and let it ring for about 10 seconds. The number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. I remember the other jocks, Adam, when they started with Link Up Radio last year, and they started seeing your numbers on the internet. They started seeing your numbers on the radio. It's like, is Adam really that good? What about the other attorneys? I'm like, what other attorneys? There are no other attorneys to talk about when it comes to Adam. They're like, is he really that good? I'm like, dude, you think we're just here blowing smoke up your whatever? I mean, go on the internet, look it up. Forget about Adam and myself. Look at what the people are saying. So dial the number now, 844-774-3529. We're in the holiday season, 844-774-3529. And when you dial that number, 844-774-3529, say happy birthday to Adam in advance.
In
advance. Okay? Say happy birthday to him in advance. All right? My boy's born on Christmas Day. What a day. All right, Adam, I'm quite sure you got your true success stories, man, as they ring us up at 844-774-3529.
Yeah, man. So we can do the true life success stories one of two way or both ways. We're so proud of our results, and we're so proud of our social media presence that we post regularly these true life success stories, these testimonials, real people, real accidents, real injuries, and then of course a real exceptional result. And as I always say, lawyers are on the TV, on the radio station, on the billboards, and they pay. I mean, you got to pay for advertising. That's what the whole point of promoting your business is. But when you can have a client give a testimonial, when you can have a client take a picture, when you can have a client make a referral to you, that's the real deal, because those people are doing it out of pure gratitude and satisfaction from the professional services they've received. And if you check out the Case Handler on Instagram or check out the Case Handler on Facebook, you'll see with your own very eyes that exceptional legal work. Squeeze, we can highlight a few cases. I mean, for those of you watching on Facebook right now, you'll see these testimonials that we post. We do it we try to do it at least once a week. We do Testimonial Tuesday. I mean, these are smiling faces here. 85,000, 50,000, 385,000.
Oops. Yeah, got to turn that off.
25,000, 875,000, 335,000, 100,000, 750,000, 1.2 million, 100,000, 5.75 million, 300,000, 2.5 million, 925,000, 40,000. This is not just me saying, oh, these are numbers. Look what we did. I am showing you the cases, the people, the results, the photographs. Lawyers are very good at telling you how good they are. I'm showing you how great I am. I'm showing you how great I am through these true life testimonies. We just posted this $85,000 settlement case yesterday for Testimonial Tuesday. Ruthie, as always, did an amazing job. You could see this gentleman was on one of those e-bikes, those e-scooters, and I got to tell you, Squeeze.
I remember that.
Yeah. Well, this was a different case. We haven't talked about this case. Yeah. Right. We had that guy in the radio a couple of weeks ago. Another case. This is another e-bike case. And what I was just about to say is there's a huge uptick of e-bike accidents, e-scooter accidents. And it's an epidemic. I won't say it's a pandemic, but it's an epidemic in that it's happening everywhere. And it seems to be uncontrolled because more of these vehicles are on the street. Unfortunately, there's no insurance for these vehicles. So if it qualifies as a motor vehicle and you don't have insurance on it, you could have a big problem. And if it doesn't qualify as a motorized vehicle and just a smaller, low-powered electric vehicle, then the same rules apply as if you were a bicyclist or a pedestrian. You see on the news regularly in New York City that there's dirt bikes and ATVs and quads that are just ripping through the streets. Well, if you get hit by one of those things, you got a big problem because they're not registered, they're not insured, and they're a motorized vehicle. Likewise, if you're driving one of those things and you get into an accident, maybe you're driving that ATV down the road and another car runs a stop sign and hits you, you got a big problem because you're driving a motorized vehicle that does not have insurance. There's going to be nobody to cover your medical bills because the other vehicle is not responsible for your medical bills if you're driving a motorized vehicle. Right? If you're driving a bicycle or if you're a pedestrian, the motorized vehicle that hit you is responsible for the medical bills. But if you're driving your own motorized vehicle without insurance, you got a big Problem. Squeeze, $85,000 settlement from Geico. Maximum was 100. This client had a choice. Do you hold out for the 100 and wait a couple of years, or do you take 85% of that policy and move on with your life? And between the amount of time he wanted to wait and the seriousness of his injuries and the excellent recovery he made, that was a joint decision that 85,000 was the right number for him. And if you could just read that quote for me, Squeeze, I would be so appreciative.
Absolutely, my brother. It says here at this $85,000 Manhattan e-bike accident that the case handler did, Matt and Adam are the perfect pair of attorneys to work with. Not only did they recover more than I expected, but they also got the job done within a year. They got the job done within a year. And this is Bryson from New York. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we're talking about when it comes to the top personal injury attorney. Hence the reason why I say store the number 844-774-3529. Go one step further. Text that number to all of your friends. Text that number to everybody that you know, because if you're living in New Jersey, if you're living in New York, you need Adam Handler. You need to be cruising with him every single day. 844-774-3529. That's what it's all about when we do the show. We talk a lot, but we do it for a reason. We do it to help people. And that's the reason why Adam is the longest running attorney on the radio station, consistently has proven himself and helped hundreds of people, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you reach out to him. 844-774-3529.
Do we have time for one audio testimonial, 1 minute long?
Absolutely. Anything for you, brother.
This is anything for me. So this is a case we settled early this year, a pedestrian, $1.2 million. I love this woman so much. I think she actually took the money and went back to Jamaica this year to live with her daughter. So, 1.2 million in America is a lot of money. 1.2 million in Jamaica. I mean,
help me understand, how far does 1.2 million go in Jamaica?
Why don't you give me $1.2 million and I'll show you how far it
I
goes.
am not going to give you one. I have a strong feeling that you have at least half of that saved somewhere.
Well, listen, it goes very far, Adam, because $1.2 million, and even with simple standard investment, you can live out the rest of your life comfortably and leave a lot for your loved ones.
So she's set for. So basically, she's set for life,
providing that she invests smartly. All right.
Right. All right. Let's see what she had to say.
I would like to say that Mr. Adam Handel and Mr. Matthew Goodstein, I know that they are good lawyers, and whatever they think they're gonna work for you to get the money, all the money that you can get, they do it with flying colors. Good people, manners-able people you can hug. They don't discriminate nobody like some people. That's true. All of us are just one. You don't have nothing to think about, say, racial or whatever. That team is a good team. And anybody in any trouble, just call Mr. Adam and he will get everything out of life. And that's my answer to everything. And God bless us all. Thank you.
Love it. That's me.
That's you, man.
I love it. I love it. You know, I remember when she did that, and I said, how come you talked about being, we don't discriminate, which is obviously something that is intolerable in my world. But she's like, well, I've gone through my life that people have dealt with me in a certain way because of who I am, what I look like, and where I'm from.
Right.
Maybe I take that for granted that's just an unacceptable thing, but that's something that she focused on. She felt that, we cared about her regardless of who she was. So I'm proud of that. I mean, I'll take that any day, right?
I'm going to tell you where she's coming from in 60 seconds. Jer, yeah, we're coming, Jer. Our engineer is slapping me around right now. Here's what she's saying, Adam. And I know you can't understand fully, or you can. You've been around the community long enough. But our community, and I'm not just saying Jamaicans, Caribbean people have gone to attorneys who are not necessarily of the same color, right? And they have been treated differently. They have been taken advantage of. They have been under duress. They have been looked down on. They have been treated like a number. And that is one of the reasons why I am extremely proud to have you on the radio, because not only are we doing business, but I know you as a friend. I've trusted you with my family. I trust you with stuff that has nothing to do with personal injury as an attorney to help me or assist me with. And I want that to be shared with the people. And that's what she's talking about. She has now realized by coming into contact with you and dealing with you that she can get straightforward, honest help without any barriers. And that's what we want. That's what we want in the world. That's what we want on this station. And that's what this community wants. And I'm quite sure the people listening to me, they have been challenged in many ways out there, whether it's racism, biased, sexual orientation. They have been challenged in many situations, and they are not being challenged in those situations with the case handler. And that's what we're talking about, Adam. And that's the reason why I say to everybody, regardless of what you hear Adam and I speak about, go look up the proof yourself. Call the number, store the number, 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Because listen up, you've only got one chance, and there's only one choice, and there's only, believe me, one case handler. Don't make the mistake that others have made, listening to this station, listening to social media, watching television, looking at the billboards. Go with the case handler. Adam?
My brother, you said it all. I can't top that today.
Have yourself an amazing day.